What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Just Because podcast. I'm Noah.
And I'm Jake. Make sure you like the video, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notifications before we get into it. All right, everyone. Episode 2 of the Just Because podcast. We're back, and we're going to jump right into it today. We are having a guest on, our first guest since we've started.
The first pod as we talked about from the first pod.
Yeah, first guest, and that's going to be Noah's sister, Maya, my cousin. And she's very excited to be on, and we're excited to have her.
Yes. So we have a bunch of things we're gonna talk about with Maya. It's gonna be very interesting, and she'll probably be on here. And are you adding her now, Jake? Or
yeah, I'm gonna try to admit her now. Like Noah said, we've got some questions that we're going to ask her and see what's going on in her life. So
yeah, you guys will learn all about what she's got going on, and
yeah. So let's get her on here. All right, there.
She seems to be joining. There she is. Hello.
Am I allowed to talk?
There you go. Yeah.
Yes.
All right, we can hear you.
Did you just start recording it?
Yeah, we're live right now.
Yeah, we're live.
Oh my god, I thought.
You good?
Wait, talk.
Can you hear us?
I'm pretty sure I had my headphones in that whole time and it wasn't coming through my headphones.
Well, we can hear you good either way.
Yeah,
so if you don't want
the
to,
audio's good. We can hear. Can you hear us well?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alrighty.
All right. Yeah, let's jump right into it. We want to give you, before we start asking you some questions that we've planned, we want to give you a little time to talk about yourself and to say what's going on with your life.
Oh, well, there's so much to tell. First of all, I don't know why just seeing the host will let you in soon was stressing me out so much because it just made me think I was in class or something. And I kept looking at it, and then you didn't text me like you said you were gonna. And then you just turned it on, and I was like watching YouTube, so I almost whatever.
What were you watching?
The Sterniolos.
Okay.
You don't know who they are.
You told us about them yesterday, I believe.
You did. I'm not too familiar, but
they're funny.
Yeah. All right. So is that all before we get into the questions?
Anyway, you want me to tell them about myself?
Yeah.
Give them a
little
rundown.
Into it a little bit. Let us know what we're working with the Maya.
Hi, Just Because fans. I'm Maya. I'm Noah's sister and Jacob's cousin. I'm Jacob's favorite cousin and Noah's favorite sister. And I live in Cincinnati and I have a dog. And that's it.
So why don't you tell everyone what your dog's name is?
Her name is Kona and she's a husky.
All right, cool. All right, first question for you.
Are we just starting with questions?
We're just gonna start right in.
Yeah, we're just gonna get
an interview.
It's a more in-depth background about you, Maya, and we're gonna let everybody learn some more.
Okay.
So first question for you. I feel like we've talked about this before, but I still have no clue. What's your college major?
Yeah, honestly, I don't know. I'm her brother, and I think that I don't know a lot. I feel like you've changed a little bit, so I'm indifferent about it.
It hasn't changed once at all, actually.
Is it zoology or environmental studies, or what?
Environmental studies. That's what I thought.
Well, I'm gonna first of all, before you guys guess, Noah's is sports management, minor in marketing. Just putting that out there. I know what his is.
Graduated.
So guess what mine was?
Environmental science studies.
I thought it was zoology for 4 years.
I thought you were a teacher.
Okay, so Jake says zoology and Noah says environmental studies. What's my minor?
Business.
Wrong, both wrong. I was environmental studies with a biology minor.
Oh,
okay.
That sounds fun.
That's cool.
Yeah, fun.
Not for me though. I'm not a big biology guy.
Not for everyone, but that's cool. I know you're big on the earth and stuff, and that's cool. So what are your plans with that? What are you looking to do once you graduate?
I already graduated.
You did?
Yeah, Maya graduated with me this summer.
I just graduated when Noah graduated.
Congrats.
A year early, baby.
Congrats.
A little delayed.
That was a little bit of a late congrats.
I think I told you at the time. I just forgot. A lot going on right now. But what are you planning to do with that eventually?
Once my lease is up in this house, I want my goal for right now, since I'm young still, I want to travel a little bit. So I want to go live in North Carolina for a little bit and hopefully get a job there. Anything that involves animals or the environment, or I'm not picky.
Okay, that's cool.
Weather's nice in North Carolina. I think that'd be a pretty sweet spot to be at. That or
for
Florida, I
sure.
think.
Yeah, I think I like North Carolina better because there's more seasons. Florida doesn't really have.
Florida's just like humid and sweltering heat all the time. I was in Miami and it was like miserable for half the trip because it was so humid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
North Carolina sometimes still gets chilly and
Yeah, you'll get more of the Ohio experience in North Carolina probably than you would in Florida.
Yeah,
Florida people are probably more like Ohioans, but I'd get more seasons in North Carolina.
the people in North Carolina are so nice. When I visited Duke and UNC.
Shout out North Carolina fans.
Yeah,
Yeah, shout out them.
for sure.
They just lost the national championship, didn't they? Shout out to them for that.
Unfortunately, they did. But
Shout out Matt. Matt's a big
Really?
Tar Heel fan. All right.
anyway,
So we had a next question for you. This is not only to Maya, but this is just for all of us to kind of go in and talk about a little bit. So global warming, is it real?
Do you really want me to answer that?
yeah, I'm not super up to date with
Or
it. I
just
don't have
more
all the
about it? Like,
information. But
I
I
guess
like,
we're just not very educated on the whole global warming and
yeah, like it is. I hear about it, but
It's
is
a
it?
very real and scary thing. Yes.
So what's it mean? Like in 20 years, we're all gonna melt, or like?
No, it doesn't mean. It means the climate has been changing drastically very recently, and that's not good. And by 2050, we probably, if we don't start reversing the global temperatures, then yes, we won't melt, but weather will start getting worse. Flash floods, tornadoes, hurricanes, everything will just start coming in at worse
Yeah. So the flash floods, that would come from the ice caps melting?
no.
No, because that's all I've heard about it, and I don't know how much of a.
Ice caps has to do with ocean levels
a
rising.
little switch up. You're talking about ice caps. What do you think of polar bears? I think polar bears are awesome. This has nothing to do with what
They're
we're
really
talking
cute,
about.
but they're dying also.
Here's
They
a
are.
question for you that you might not have known. I did a little trivia thing at my school, and this was one of my questions. What color skin do polar bears have?
Pink.
No,
Black.
black.
I
Uh-huh.
did know that.
And so do zebras.
No way. I don't
Yeah, they
believe
do.
it.
So do
Zebras do not-
zebras.
Zebras
they
have.
do.
Oh, so they're black
And they
with
have
white stripes.
Uh-huh.
I need to go shave a polar bear now because I don't believe that.
I thought
Yeah.
it depended
telling you.
on. I thought
I mean, I
everyone
actually
always
believe
says-
it, but that's kind of crazy to think about.
Everyone always says zebras are white with black stripes, or some, and then some are black with white stripes.
Okay,
know.
little switch. Not really switching the topic. We were talking about polar bears. So, with that being said, Maya, you're a big animal lover. So, what is your favorite animal?
Mm-hmm.
A shark.
Shark.
Really?
Recently, I've been getting into sharks.
Okay.
Like out of anything, any animal is a shark. I mean, I think sharks.
Yeah, I think.
I think
cool.
I'm deathly afraid of sharks.
Yeah, I
Me too.
remember when we used to go on beach trips, he wouldn't let us go further than nipples deep
Nipple
because
high.
he thought we were all gonna
No,
get eaten by sharks.
I was in fourth grade or something. I went to Hawaii with my family, and we hired this guide to take us on like a tour of the island. And he brought us to this beach to go snorkeling. So I'm out snorkeling in this beach. And I mean, it was amazing, beautiful marine life. And then I get home, and my mom was reading an article, and there was a tiger shark attack at the beach we were snorkeling like 3 days before.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so
That just stresses me out. Like,
I was watching
it's
an
scary.
article, or I was watching a documentary on Disney Plus about shark attacks in Florida. And there was like sharks were migrating because of climate change, because ocean temperatures were getting hotter. So they were migrating earlier, and they were swimming closer to shore because fish were swimming closer to shore. And so while they were hunting for their fish, they just like kept killing people because they were by the shore. It happened like 12 times on one island. It was weird.
yeah, something about kind of like that. I noticed that every time or around the time I'd go on vacation, there would be some story on the news just saying,
Always when it's Shark Week.
Yeah, but it's always right when I'm going on vacation and I'm like getting it in my mindset. There's sharks everywhere, and I'm just like, this is not ideal for me.
Apparently,
What's your job?
While I was at school, I had a part-time job at a doggy daycare. I worked part-time at a doggy daycare because I have a dog and she gets to run around in the daycare and I get to bring her to work with me. And now, since I graduated, I'm working there full-time so I can make money until I find a job that I want to do.
Okay, I got you.
And you're able to train Kona, right? Like-
Yeah, I get free training lessons for her.
I know you live with 4 roommates, so how's that?
I live with 5, but
5 roommates.
yeah, Ellen's one of my roommates, and then I have 4 others.
Okay. Is it difficult living with so many other people?
Yeah, I want to live alone.
Really?
I think I'm just not much of a people person. I like to be alone.
Yeah, I think being sometimes when someone like as I've been a person to live with 5 others before, 4 others, and I think certain people want things certain ways, and it's better if I like being able to do what I want to do and just not have to worry about someone else. But
well, I think that's a characteristic of our family as well. Like I don't know how
I think
extroverted
a
we are.
characteristic of our family is also, yes, we're not very extroverted, but we're also very controlling, I think.
Yeah.
So I think that's like I'm not proud of it, but I like always have to reload the dishwasher after people load it because it doesn't ever look right.
no, I don't
No,
have a problem with that.
I don't have a problem with that. I
We would throw the
controlling.
dishes in however we could fit them. So I think that's just a guy girl thing. Sorry, Jay.
You're good. Our family's got some characteristics that I think everyone in it shares, like control it, like being
Like our
controlling.
noses, is that where you're
Our-
going with this?
I wasn't, but now that you brought it up,
Whoa.
You were totally going there.
I was not.
Our noses, that must be the topic. If I'm not sure.
Such a
Our family definitely does have big nose. I wasn't going there, but our family definitely does have big noses.
who brings that? Is that grandpa?
Probably grandpa. But like, look at us
Yeah.
3. Like, we've got pretty big noses.
Big nose gang.
Big us 3, yeah.
The big 3.
In like Marvel, how you got
The
the big
big
3,
3.
like Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man. We're the big 3 in our family, but just noses.
I have a question.
Okay.
Who said that those were the big 3?
I think
Me and Jake had discussed this.
we've discussed it before.
Because
I
I'm
think our
just
last
like,
pod.
I feel
Yeah.
like the original Avengers from the first Avengers are just all the main, like, those
Yeah.
are like the big Avengers.
But like Black Widow and
Okay, maybe not
Hawkeye are
Hawkeye and Black
spies.
Widow. Maybe
I
not
think it's more of if you
Or,
had
like,
to pick
if you had to pick the
3
big 3.
to fight by your side, and I
Yeah.
think
I don't think I would ever pick the Hulk to be on my side because like
no,
he just hits whatever is in his path.
no, he doesn't know if he can turn into Hulk or not. So he
No,
can.
that's the best combination
yeah.
for sure.
Currently. Yeah.
100%. So yeah, we know you're a big Marvel fan. We also, going back to your lifestyle, you're a vegetarian,
Mm-hmm.
not a vegan.
I wouldn't consider myself a vegan, but I don't eat much dairy.
Okay, so I'm not really sure. So why don't you tell everyone what a vegan is and what a vegetarian is?
I feel like we have this conversation every time I see you.
And I still don't know, so please try to explain it.
A vegan does not eat any animal products at all whatsoever. No cheese, no milk,
No eggs, right?
yogurt. Some consider eggs a different story because some people will consider themselves vegan and still eat eggs because that's like naturally produced.
Veganism.
And then vegetarians just don't eat meat.
Okay, so you're more of a vegetarian. Why do you choose to do that? Just because you love animals so much?
I love animals. I don't like how the animal agriculture has been overdone, and no matter what you believe, you can't deny that animals have been over agriculturalized. And like, even if you think that they were put here to be eaten as food, it's just been overdone in my opinion. And so I'm trying not to support that because the amount of water that it takes and food and land that it takes, deforestation that it causes, it's just not worth it. And so I don't want to support that because that's just my beliefs for that.
Understandable.
Yeah.
With that being said, do you ever miss? Because growing up, you used to eat meat and stuff. So do you ever miss that?
Sometimes I think growing up we ate a lot of meat because I think we just did. Like I ate it because I wasn't really picky growing up, but I don't really ever just like miss a steak or bacon or burgers. Sometimes for some reason, like the only thing I really miss is wings. Crispy, like wings on the bone. I do miss those sometimes.
And there's like a bunch of different, like you can make like cauliflower wings or something like that, I've heard. Which
Yeah, I make cauliflower wings, or there's just plant-based wings, or just like tofu, or there's burgers. That I think a plant-based burger is like it tastes the same at this point because I've been vegetarian for like 4 years now.
I think
So it tastes about the same. So I don't really miss it anymore.
I think the plant-based burgers are okay. I definitely can taste a difference, but I love meat. I don't think I could ever give it up, but I don't like tofu at all.
Yeah, I'm not a big tofu
You
guy.
you gotta cook it right.
I think
Tofu
you have
is
to
also
season
not
it.
that great for the
You gotta
environment.
season it well.
Tofu, I try not to eat that much tofu also because it takes a lot of water to make that as well. And it's a monoculture crop, so it's not good either.
Okay. All right. Moving away from the your diet and the environment, I want to talk to you about your favorite TV show.
Yeah.
What is it?
You show. Oh, I thought you knew. I thought you really.
Is it? Are we
No.
talking sitcom like we did last one?
No. Just her favorite TV show.
Of all time, I think when I was One Tree Hill just has a special place in my heart. I used to watch that in middle school and high school. I'm
What
kind of
about-
the type of person that likes anything. So
What about
any
Stranger Things? I heard you like Stranger Things.
love Stranger Things.
I just recently watched season 1 because, season 4 just came out and everyone's been telling me to check it out. So I'm about 3 episodes into season 2.
You haven't finished it?
No, I just watched season 1 and I'm like 3 into season 2.
I thought you said you finished season 4.
No.
Oh
But-
yeah, I finished the first volume of season 4. The second volume comes out in July.
I don't know how I feel about season. I heard season 4 is going to be like demonic.
Season 4 is the best so far.
Really?
It's not more demonic than it was in any other prior season.
No.
I think it all involves people getting their mind controlled by.
Let's not spoil it. I haven't watched it. Actually, I'm not gonna watch
That's
it.
not a spoil. That happens
No.
throughout the show.
I just know that I've seen a lot of different clips from TikTok about Stranger Things. So
It
I
involves
must
a lot
be-
of mind control and.
I saw a clip where someone was like, it looked like the what's that movie, The Exorcist, or
Oh, when
never watched
they
it.
were up in the air.
yeah,
Yeah, that was.
That's too creepy. That stuff
that is
that-
creepy.
I don't.
Yeah,
mess with
but
that
it's
kind
not
of
like a ghost is like possessing them. It's like it's not that creepy.
No. Well, I guess I'll see. I haven't, once I catch up with it and once Noah watches it, we'll
stuff. If
talk about it a
Noah
little more.
watches it.
You should watch it. It's really good. Season 2 is a little. Yeah, season 2 is a little slow, I think.
Okay.
No, I think they were all actually. I think season 1 at this point for me is a little slow, just because I watched it a lot. I watched season 1 a couple times through.
Okay. Let me ask you. All right, yeah, we're gonna take a quick break here, and then when we come back, we've got a game for you. Okay.
Okay.
Sound good?
Talking to me.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right. We're back from that little break. And
Yeah. So what we got here for you guys is a little game that Jake and I made. It's actually for Maya, called Guess the Player. So throughout the sports world, we're gonna have a variety of different players, older
different
to younger
athletes. Yeah.
athletes, and we're gonna have Maya try to see. We're testing her knowledge, see what she knows.
I'm not
Starting
gonna.
off with in my opinion, a pretty easy one.
Yeah. Pretty easy one.
Don't expect me to do well.
Here's our first one. Here's the picture. 1 second. There we go. You being from Cincinnati, you should
Yeah,
know this
Maya
one.
being from Cincinnati.
Do you want me to like buzzer?
Bengals player. Yeah, let's see
Yeah,
if you
go ahead.
got
Who
it.
do you think this is?
This is
Go
Joe
ahead.
Burrow.
Correct.
Correct. It is Joe Burrow. And you don't need to do the buzzer. You can just answer.
But
Yeah, try to answer as fast as you can. Like,
All right. Ready? Next one.
Okay.
And I encourage all of you watchers and viewers out there to try to play along as well. Okay.
yeah, and see how
With
fast
me.
you can get it.
That's why I wanted the buzzer.
Put it in the comments
all
if
of
you
them.
know
Put it in
the
the-
person.
Yeah. Okay. Next one.
Gotta know this.
Oh, I know that one. I don't want to say the wrong name, but
Just
I'm
say
pretty
whatever
positive
pops
it's
in
Tom
your
Brady.
head. Yep.
Tom
Okay.
Brady is correct.
2 for 2. Can we continue the streak? Is this game hard enough?
I literally asked if these were all
Or-
football.
I think Maya maybe know more about sports than I thought.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Next one.
Oh, that's Conor McGregor.
Wow.
3 for 3.
Pretty impressive. Let's see if you can get this one.
Do you guys know all of these? Just kidding.
Oh yeah,
Tiger Woods.
Tiger. I think we made the game too easy, Noah.
I think we did too.
I think you guys just expect little. Just
We
kidding.
did have
I'm
low
not gonna
expectations.
jinx it. I'm not gonna jinx it because it's gonna get harder. I know it's gonna.
Okay, next one here.
That's Michael Jordan. I got nervous for a second.
I don't think we made this hard enough, Jake.
We definitely did not. Not even close. All right, let's see. I think this is gonna be the hardest one. I don't know if you'll know.
Is it my
This is.
husband?
Yeah, you probably won't know this one.
Oh, Mike, he's the one who bit the ear off.
That's
You're
right.
right. You're right with that.
Mike-
Evander. He
Think
did,
of
he did bite
Hangover.
Evander
Think of
Holyfield's
Hangover.
ear off. He was in the Hangover.
Kind
A
of talks
tattoo
funny.
right here.
Talk-
I
sort
know
of
his.
funny.
I know who. Once I see the name, I'll know it.
You
but
got the first one right. First.
You want
part.
to take a guess before we
Mike.
let's go?
Chicken nugget brand?
You're on the clock here.
Chicken Nugget McDonald.
Mike
No,
McDonald.
never
Mike
mind.
Not
McDonald.
correct. It's Mike Tyson.
I knew once I heard.
Tyson. Never heard of Tyson chicken, Maya?
Yeah, I have.
I guess she is a vegetarian. So
That's true. All right, last one here
last one's the toughest one for Maya, definitely.
for sure.
My husband, Kevin Love.
Very predictable. I think me and Jake did a very poor job on that.
That was really good. I almost got 100%.
You
We
did.
had too low expectations.
Yeah.
Far too low expectations when we make
I think-
games from.
I had a couple other players in mind that we could definitely use for next time.
Mhm.
Or
I feel like that's literally all I would know. I don't think I would know any.
I don't-
more. You
I don't
took
think
the
ma-
most famous players from each sport, and that's the only.
Well, we
reason I
really
know.
underestimated your knowledge.
Yeah, but you took the most famous. Like I wouldn't know any other. So if any other wrestlers or boxers or football
Yeah.
players, I won't know.
Okay, well that's all we got for you here. But if we do it again, we'll definitely make it harder. All right, we finished the game, so now we're gonna jump into some hot topics right now, kind of some current events. This was it last week I think, but the Johnny Depp Amber Heard trial.
Amber
this,
Turd.
this has been going on, or finally stopped, but it was going on for weeks. I could feel like that's all I saw on social
Johnny
media.
Derp and Amber Turd.
Yeah,
Shout out Captain Jack.
that's right. So what happened there? I don't know if you've been keeping up to date, but for those who haven't, who are watching, Johnny Depp won 15 million, and Amber Heard is getting 2 million. But you know, it's a win for Johnny Depp.
Amber
Pretty
Heard's
much.
getting 2 million.
No, Amber Heard has to pay.
she has to
15
pay
mil.
the 15 million.
She has to pay 15 million. He has to pay her 2 million.
Yeah, so
So pretty
So
much,
she has to pay him 13 million.
Yeah.
basically, yeah. Yeah, it
she's
was-
down bad. That's all I know.
Yeah, that
She's
no,
never
not
gonna be able to-
get
she
any-
started
she's
a-
gonna have to get a real life job. She's gonna have to work as a real person.
Well, I think they cut her out of Aquaman too. So
It's kind of
Oh, yeah,
ironic.
She's not
Her-
gonna get another actress job.
Her goal was to get Johnny Depp out of doing jobs, and it really got her out of a job. I think that's pretty
Yeah,
funny.
she's an idiot, and her.
yeah, definitely. So whose side are we all on? I know I'm a
I
Johnny
think it's a
Depp.
little obvious.
I'd say I'm too.
Yeah,
The sad part is because of all this, we won't be seeing any more Pirates of the
Captain Jack.
Depp. Yeah, Johnny Depp said he's done with
done.
Pirates of the Caribbean, sadly. So
Yeah,
I thought they finished those a while ago.
they did, but I think they wanted to like end his make his one last movie, like one last ride with it with his
Mhm.
character and like end it on a good note.
hmm
And now they're not going to do that, which is really sad. But
definitely not. Well, every brand and every place that he worked dropped him, except for Dior.
Yeah,
They stuck with him.
I feel
So-
like in this instance, they were definitely both in the wrong in certain cases, but during the trial, the reason that Amber lost is because she acted like she did nothing wrong, and Johnny Depp owned up to the stuff that he did, like the text messages that he sent her and the drinking and the drugs. He like didn't try and hide it, and she like didn't. She was like denying everything and like lying and being secretive and not open, and so Team Johnny because he's better.
For sure. So with the trial being over, that leaves the question: what's the future of Johnny Depp's career? We know no more Pirates of the Caribbean.
I'm sure there'll be other movies.
Yeah, they dropped him from who was the I can't
Didn't
think
he
of his- he was
get-
dropped from Harry Potter.
But then they asked him to come back, but I doubt he'll accept
Well,
it.
that's with Disney, right? That's like
Yeah.
Grindelwald.
Warner Brothers.
okay, yeah, but
Warner
like
Brothers,
all,
yeah.
I feel like if he's not gonna, he's not just gonna come back. He won't come back to Pirates of the
No,
Caribbean.
not
He's
after they kicked him
the-
off.
whoever
think so.
lost his trust, like if they're not, like he's not going back to those. He'll have
Yeah.
to. I'm sure he'll go somewhere else, but
No, yeah, I
because
heard
like who wouldn't want him? But let's be
some of his
honest.
friends are supporting him though. Like Robert Downey Jr. said that he wants Johnny Depp in his next movie.
You know what would be really cool that I was just thinking about?
What's
You know
that?
how Winona Ryder is like
Yeah,
supporting of him and she like didn't believe that he did it and everything. She was like on his side. What if he came to Stranger Things?
that would be cool. He'd fit right in there.
Yeah, he would. That would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. So we'll see. Talking about going back to RDJ.
Yeah, with him, are we gonna see him? You think we'll see him back in the MCU?
No.
No, not even for
I think he's
flashbacks.
done. Unfortunately, I think he's done.
I was really hoping that it was a possibility, but I just don't see it happening.
Once
either.
they started bringing all these new characters, like the new Hawkeye, the new Black Widow,
The
Spider-Man.
replacements.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
they're trying to start with the new. It's a new phase, and I think they're trying to with even Captain America as
What are they
Falcon.
on phase 4 now?
phase 5, I think. Well, phase 4, I think was Endgame, wasn't it? Was
Yeah, it was. I think.
Too many
I think
phases.
now, if they started making more movies, that would be phase 5. I think.
Okay.
I don't know if the shows that they're making are technically phase 4 still.
So then, Thor: Love and Thunder. I know we all watched that trailer. That comes out July 8th. We talked about that a little last week. Is that phase 5 or phase 4? Do we know?
I also had a question. I was wondering. I did not see any of the Guardians in there, and I thought, weren't they like supposed to be together?
They were
Or is
in
that-
it.
Barely.
Trailer.
In the trailer, they were not in it. The one that I saw, I didn't see him that
I
much.
could have sworn I saw them in the plane.
He was-
Maybe
yeah,
like
They were in the Milano for very little.
Yeah.
because,
and
or is
there
there
was a
going to be
brief
another
Star-Lord
Guardians
mention.
movie? Because I
There
thought
has
that
to be another Guardians because there was only 2.
I thought that Thor was taken over like with all the Guardians, so I'm confused about that.
I feel like it'll start just with them because it'll show like where Endgame ended, how they were together, how he left with them. So it'll
Yeah.
probably show him being with them, and then I feel like maybe that'll show how they split off and like how they separate, and then it'll like introduce their new movie too.
Okay, if they do get a new movie, or when they do get a new movie, do you think Gamora will be in it?
I don't
I
think,
think
so.
so because it ended with he was looking for her.
Yeah.
But from what I remember from an Endgame, the last scene, we do see Gamora, and him and her and Quill have they like see each other and talk, but she has no remembrance of who he was, and
Yeah.
yeah, but then at the funeral, Gamora was not at the service, so
Right.
from what I'm
But
thinking
then-
is.
Sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say I just don't. If she's not at the funeral service, I feel like she's gone back. Like, where would she be?
I feel like she
Well,
had to have
yeah.
disappeared whenever Tony snapped his fingers because she came with that Thanos. So they all
That's true.
disappeared.
That's what I'm
But I'm
thinking.
wondering if there's another Gamora from like the multiverse or something because they're introducing that, and the new Thor is coming from this multiverse. And like it was just a little bit too much of foreshadowing to show them looking for her specifically. Like, why would they put that in there if they weren't gonna find
Hold
her?
on. Go back to that. The new Thor is coming from this multiverse.
Yeah, I'm confused
Yeah, have
about
you
that.
seen you haven't seen the trailer, Thor.
We all watched the trailer.
Oh wait, I guess she's not from the multiverse because isn't it just
Jane.
Yeah, no wait, it's not from the multiverse.
She didn't die
Jane's
or
not from the
anything. They just
multiverse,
broke
no.
up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
She
never
just got.
mind. She's
She
not.
just got brought back.
Unless Jane is Thor from a different universe, and that's why she's back. Because maybe
How does that work?
No, I think
they're
you're thinking
doing
a
too
little
much
bit-
with that. They really
they
are.
are. But think
I
like
saw
Loki,
something.
how Loki was a different. And did you guys watch Loki?
I haven't seen it. No.
I've watched Hawkeye and I've watched Vision.
Well, in
Wanda.
Loki, there was a female Loki from a different universe. And so
Mm-hmm.
there were a bunch of different Lokis. One looked exactly like him. One was an alligator. One was a kid. One was an old guy. They just all looked different, and one was a girl. And so if
I don't like that
one
too
looked
much.
like him in a different universe, that means there could be Jane in a different universe that's actually Thor, and then she comes to this universe, and then
Yeah, I get what you're saying there. I saw something that said Jane has cancer, and Thor like gives her some of his power so she can stay alive.
oh, that would be sad if they just
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
thought through the from the clip that I saw, it seemed like he was kind of shook that he saw
Yeah.
her. So, like,
yeah.
That's
If
what I'm.
Thor could be giving people his power though, like
I don't know how it works.
Because why
they
wouldn't
said-
he have done that earlier if he could? Like,
They
you
said
know
like
what I
that's
mean?
how it'll end.
Oh, like at the end, do you think he'll be?
oh, but I feel like don't in the trailer don't they come together and she already has like the Thor horns
She
on?
catches Mjolnir from him. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I feel like that would've
Mjolnir.
been
Speaking of, did anybody you guys saw the scene where all the different pieces of Mjolnir separated? You know what I'm talking about when she threw it and all the different shattered pieces from when Hela
When she
good.
broke
Oh
it,
yeah.
broke it, like took out a bunch of different guys.
I don't remember that
Oh,
part.
that's cool. So it separates and can come back together.
That's
I
what it
don't-
looks like.
I didn't notice that part.
So is that the old? They just put back the old one because the one that he had gotten was from a different time period.
Oh yeah, wait. So
Well,
it
Captain
could-
America took that back.
Oh, okay, all right. There's just so much that you got to remember.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
how did so that means it has to be from a different universe or
No,
a different time period.
Well, if they just
No.
put
How
it
did he
back
get-
together
it, just
somehow,
it looks
Oh.
like they put it back together.
but
True.
I don't know how they would have
I don't
done
know,
that.
but the trailer is definitely exciting. It gives me high hopes for the movie. We got a little Guns N' Roses, Sweet Child of Mine playing.
Yeah, I think it'll still be kind of a funny year type of movie. I
Mhm.
think that's my
I think it's weird
guess on it.
how the Thor movies have changed. Like it went from they've changed so much. I feel like you can definitely tell that Chris Hemsworth is adding more into it, into the writing and into the producing and
Mhm.
Yeah, I think
Totally
it went from
directing.
very serious and somewhat boring to progressively getting more entertaining and adding some comedy into it to where it's like catching all different types of age groups, I think.
Yeah, I love them. They're my favorite set of movies in the MCU.
Wait, so Iron Man is Noah's favorite superhero, other than the girl Hawkeye.
Girl
Yeah.
Hawkeye. Shout
And
out
then-
Haley Steinfeld.
Jake is yours
Mine's Thor.
for?
No, I think I'm indecisive between Thor and Iron Man.
Thor and Iron
I'm
Man
between
top
Captain
two
America.
for sure.
and
Okay, so with this all being said, what is your guys' all-time favorite Marvel movie then?
That's
It's such a
so
hard
tough.
question. It's
You
such
just
a hard
have to pick one. No, and that's the only one that like that's
You-
it. Like if you had to pick it, if you're just gonna go watch a movie and you're like, it's gonna make me the happiest, all the memories that I enjoy, like all of it, which one?
It depends on my mood. I mean, you can go nostalgia and say the first Avengers, that one, the first Avenger movie where they're all together, or I'm between, I think you're gonna not like this choice, but I just love for some reason Captain America, the first Avenger.
No, I love that one too.
That's
Honestly,
like one of my
love them all,
favorites.
but-
that's I've watched that so many times. Like I
It's
think
such a
that's
good
really
one.
easy to watch a bunch, but like it's just a good story.
Yeah, and
overall,
then I also
yeah.
love Black Panther's a great one, but the only thing is it's a great movie on its own, but I like the films where they're all together. So probably one of the Avengers.
But what are
Probably
you saying? Are you saying you pick one movie you can't ever watch any other one again?
No, I'm not saying that. Okay,
Because then
so
you
how about
have to
this?
pick an
Pick a top
Avengers.
three. Top three.
Top three, I gotta put. Oh, that's so tough.
Now I'm thinking like Eternals and Shang-Chi though too,
No.
because those are really
No,
good movies.
I would
if
never
you
put
if you
those in there.
ignore the
Original. We're starting. We're
Let's
talking
start
about
with
what we grew
Phase
up with.
up
Maya.
until okay.
Yeah.
Phase
so up
four.
until Endgame.
I feel you have to. I'm picking Thor Ragnarok for sure.
Thor Ragnarok's up there for me.
Maybe
I think
Infinity War.
See, okay,
I-
Infinity
I-
War or Endgame? Which one? I kind of Endgame is. I'm biased to Endgame just because.
I think Endgame. Okay, so
Endgame
I
was
really
better.
Infinity War I think was really good until the ending, and then I feel like Endgame was kind of like that too. I just the ending
Endgame, the
isn't.
beginning was slow.
Yeah,
Yeah, Endgame's 3 hours. The final battle in Endgame, that was the best battle.
Yeah, like just because of that final battle, like I always want to watch Endgame. And
Yeah.
when Captain America catches the hammer and when
I don't like Fat Thor though.
no,
No.
Fat Thor is not.
It's not. That's why I'm excited that in this new movie, in the trailer at the end, they showed him with Zeus like flicked his cape off. He's back.
Yeah, he said too hard of a flick or something like that.
Yeah, he said you flicked too hard.
Yeah, that's
Uh-huh.
funny. But I think if I sat down to watch a movie, it would probably be Avengers, the first one, the first Avengers. Nostalgia.
I think for me, I think I don't know what you guys think about the Iron Man movies, but Iron Man 3 was one of my favorite Iron Man
I
movies.
didn't like Iron Man 3 that much.
Really?
Iron Man 3 has the actor as the dictator, right?
Yeah,
The
the
one
man.
from
The
the Mandalorian.
Oh yeah.
no, that's Star Wars.
It's the same.
Not
it's the
the
same.
Is it the
not
same
the
thing?
Mandalorian.
It's called the Mandalorian or something. It's the
It's not
same.
Mandalorian. It's the.
No, because I remember hearing it and being like, "Oh, that's Star Wars," but then hold on,
Yeah.
look it up.
I'll check it out here. In the meantime, all right. Well, Maya looks that up. Noah, going back to the Thor: Love and Thunder trailer.
Oh, Mandarin.
Mandarin.
Mandarin. That's the one.
Mandarin. I can't read.
The Mandarin. Yeah,
That's
it.
close. That was close.
Yeah,
I think okay, we never actually finished though what our top threes were. We
Oh.
just kind of okay.
Can you tell we all have ADD?
Yeah. My top three.
Captain America, First Avenger, Avengers, and Ragnarok probably.
Did you say Avengers like the first Avengers?
The first Avengers and Captain America, the first Avenger.
I think we might have the same one, the same three. But actually, I'm not gonna. Mine's gonna be Thor Ragnarok, Avengers, like the first Avengers, and then Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh,
great playlist.
That's
they're
the best playlist.
Like
Best.
honestly, for me,
That one, and then every time Iron Man comes in and they play AC/DC,
yeah,
those are the best.
that was
great.
in the first Avengers, I think, when
Shoot
when
to
that
Thrill.
yeah we played Shoot to Thrill in it.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
Loki's there.
I'm gonna have to agree with you guys on the first two, the Avengers, Thor Ragnarok, and the third one's tough. I love Guardians of the Galaxy just for the soundtrack, and it's funny.
Yeah.
I wish I had a list of all of them in front of me that I could.
I know.
No,
We should do like a tier list. Like, have you seen those tier
Yeah,
lists?
we could
Like
do that
tier
for another
A,
time, I
B,
think.
C.
Yeah.
We
So
should
when
do
we
a
have
tier
everything
list
in
all
front of us,
maybe in
I
a
think-
future episode we'll plan and we'll do that. Okay.
Yeah, because we could rank them. That would be fun.
Mm-hmm.
So what's
So
your third,
Jake,
Jake?
yeah, what was your third, Jake? You never said.
So tough. I think maybe. Trying to think. Maybe Endgame.
Endgame.
Yeah.
I think the only reason Avengers is on there is because I'm pretty sure that was the first.
That was the first
Other
one I
than
saw.
Iron Man, I think I remember watching Iron Man. It was the first Marvel movie I ever watched, but then I think Avengers was like the second Marvel movie I ever watched, and then I started them in order. So I don't think I ever watched.
Oh, I take it back. Civil War. I like Civil War.
Oh,
A movie. Sorry
That's a
for
good
the
one.
interruption, but a movie that like I feel like a lot of people kind of just slips away from everyone. Ant-Man. That
Ant-Man's great
I
too.
think that's my fourth.
Ant-Man and the Wasp though wasn't as good.
Well,
No.
yeah, I agree with that. But Ant-Man, just introducing his character, I think Paul Rudd.
He's
I think
hilarious.
he did a
Paul
great.
Rudd doesn't age.
He just does good with any role that he has. So
Yeah, he's great.
Mm-hmm.
I like your choice though. Civil War is great. That's the one I definitely rewatch that a lot.
I don't
Yeah.
think I like Civil War that much, and I think because the
Do you
reason is
watch it a lot?
because Iron Man at the end ends up getting
Yeah, that's
taken
true.
over by Bucky and
Like that
Yeah,
wouldn't
well,
happen. That
I
would
would
not
just like
happen. I can't see that.
I think
happening.
that
You
just
don't
hit me
think that would
different.
happen?
I don't know. I feel like
Well, the cover
I
of
mean,
the movie where they have the
Also-
shield like
They had to do that because it was.
no, they
Also,
had to, but I was like,
no
I just
Thor and no Hulk.
Yeah,
Which I get. If you
True.
bring either of those in the battle, it's overpowered.
that's why they had to do that too. They had to do it when
Yeah. Like whoever's team Thor's on.
Thor's.
Thor was.
Do you guys agree that Thor's the strongest Avenger?
Yes. Let's be.
Yeah, during Infinity War when he comes to Wakanda.
Oh, that
that
gave
was
me
the
chills.
best. That's the best scene.
Yeah, I get chills too. Like,
Bring me Thanos. Is that what he said?
Yeah.
yeah.
Hands down, that's the best scene I think in any.
Oh, dude,
I
that
don't know, the
and
hammer scene.
Immigrant
Captain America's
Song,
hammer.
Thor
Oh, that's true.
Ragnarok.
Immigrant Song.
The immigrant song. Have you seen them? They like redo it and they put Thunderstruck over it.
No.
It
That
would
was
have been
for-
a great.
And they do I Am Iron Man for when Tony snaps in Endgame. There's a bunch of different. And that was it's like I am Iron Man.
I like-
Yeah.
I think the immigrant song's definitely fitting, but I feel like Thunderstruck could have been cool too. But every time I hear the immigrant song, I always think of Thor when he does that in Ragnarok.
Oh
That was
yeah,
good.
I literally listen to that song so much just because of that movie.
Same.
Yeah. I don't know. The Iron Man, when I saw that one, that was cool. And that's one of the most famous lines in any of the movies, which brings me to the question, Maya, what do you think is your favorite Marvel quote?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Marvel quote? That's tough.
That's tough.
I don't know why, just for some reason when I heard that, it's probably one would definitely be I Am Iron Man because he says it in the first film and then it's like how it's kind of like a parallel.
It's a start and the end.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I like that. But I don't know why I just thought of, well, that's America's ass is funny when Ant-Man says that.
Yeah.
You know, and when
No, I know what you're talking
yeah.
about.
And Endgame.
because that's America's ass. And then in Endgame also when Carol, when Captain Marvel comes in and Spider-Man's just hiding with the gauntlet and she's like, "Hi Peter Parker," because he's like, "I'm Peter Parker," and she's like,
I think
I don't know
okay,
why.
what are your opinions on Captain Marvel? I feel like she got a lot of
She got a
shade.
lot of hate.
They shouldn't have gave her that horrible haircut.
She was so much hotter.
In the comics, she has it's
Before
I get it. It's a reference to the comics.
They put a bowl on her head. That's what they did. They put
Yeah.
a bowl on her head and chopped it off, and I'm not a fan.
Me neither.
Well,
I don't think anyone else is.
besides looks, I think it would have been hard to be her because her movie like kind of sucked.
I liked her
No,
movie.
they're trying to say
her
that
movie was
she-
good. Not her movie. Her movie was good. And she was way better in her movie than she was in Endgame. I did not like her in Endgame.
I liked her movie a lot.
Yeah, when she came in, she was super I don't know,
chill.
just, like cocky and like not that she's not because she's Captain
She
Marvel.
had to be though with her
She
character.
had to be. That's what I'm saying. Like when I was curious about it, so I was like looking it up, and apparently she had to film that before she even filmed her movie, and she didn't know anything about what her character did or like what her powers were, so she didn't know how strong she was or how powerful she was going into it. So she just had to like say her lines, and so that's why she said it the way she did, like acted the way she did.
Well, I watched Captain Marvel and then Avengers Endgame back to back in the theater.
Same.
And it was disappointing her in Endgame.
Yeah, but she makes a point to say like why.
Like she's off. In
I'm not
other
putting it on Brie
galaxies.
Larson. I'm just saying I'm disappointed.
Well, I think they kind of had to do that because everyone knows that she's so powerful that she could have killed Thanos so easily.
Okay,
In the beginning.
come on. You're
So
trying to
then
tell
it's
me
like-
that she's more powerful.
She's
Then
the
this-
most powerful.
I have a
think.
hot take
No.
for how we could have just got rid of Thanos. If anybody wants to hear
Ant-Man up his ass.
it. You do right where I was going.
Go back in time to baby Thanos and
Maybe Thanos.
Oh,
yeah.
that'd be good.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I think they made a point to say that like she said there's other planets that need help and they don't have you guys to help them. So it's like that's why she wasn't there as much because our planet had the Avengers and other planets
No.
don't.
I find it so hard to believe that I get why Wanda is so powerful because she gets all her powers from the Mind Stone.
She's the most powerful.
We just said Captain Marvel was the most powerful.
Sorry, I forgot about her.
Who's the most powerful? Captain Marvel,
Scarlet Witch.
Scarlet Witch, or Thor?
Scarlet Witch.
I find I get that's okay. Her power comes from the Mind Stone. Thor is a god, but Captain Marvel,
Yeah, it's like
are you kidding me? She got her like from how'd she get her powers from a proton thing?
Like
yeah,
a literal like
the
alien.
explosion.
From an explosion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like you're
And
trying
then
to
it
tell me
all
that
went.
this basic human girl just
Well,
absorbed it.
I mean,
I guess Spider-Man's not in the Marvel universe anymore because we didn't talk about
Bryce
him at
talked
all.
about him.
We really
Very
didn't talk
little.
about
Well,
him at all.
Sony bought the rights
Parker,
to
and
Spider-Man
then-
again, which leaves the question: who's the best Spider-Man?
Did you see that? Okay,
Garfield.
Tom Holland's the best Spider-Man. Okay.
Tobey Maguire plays the character the best.
Tobey
He's the
Maguire plays a
nerdy
good
guy.
Peter Parker.
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
Who is?
And Tobey Maguire's a good Peter Parker. Andrew Garfield's a good Spider-Man because of his body acting. Because even when he's wearing the mask, he moves his body so much you can tell. Like when he was trying to keep Gwen back, and he was like his body movements say
When her
so much.
back cracked like no tomorrow.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
I think he's a good Spider-Man, and then I think Tom Holland is just the best of both worlds. I think he's great at both.
I like
Ah.
Tom Holland. I do, and he's actually young. He seems young.
Yeah.
Like the other ones seem like older. Because they
Yeah,
were when they filmed
Garfield
They
does seem
were.
like a little bit older. That's the only thing about
it.
him.
Maguire does too.
But
Speaking of,
I feel like they just kind of with Andrew Garfield, they just gave up on him. Like they didn't give him much chance with his movies. They were supposed to do another one, I think, and they just
they didn't. Yeah.
didn't do it.
I really
Speaking
hope
of,
that sorry.
no, go ahead.
I really hope that they somehow make another one. With now that the whole multiverse is a thing, maybe Spider-Gwen will come in. And rumor has it Sabrina Carpenter might be playing Spider-Gwen.
Nah, they need to chill with all
The
the
multiverse
adding-
stuff is
yeah.
too
I
much.
don't know. I'm wondering if maybe it wouldn't be Andrew Garfield, but I think the character Gwen will come in. I think Spider-Gwen might come in to Tom Holland's universe. And maybe there's a love triangle between MJ and Spider-Gwen, and I don't know.
I don't know. Getting back to Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man. I'm sure this didn't affect his role at all, but I watched a movie called Molly's Game. Has anyone ever seen it?
Nope.
Can't say I have.
It's pretty good. It's about gambling. And I looked it up after I'd seen it. It turns out the whole movie is about Tobey Maguire's gambling addiction.
Tobey Maguire has a gambling addiction?
Or he did or something in poker. He was
Interesting.
player X in the movie Molly's Game. They didn't actually name the person, but Michael Cera played him in the movie that his name was Player X. And he was a celebrity that all these rich poker players wanted to come play against, and he would win.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Did they know it was him, or was his name Player X?
No, they knew it was him, but like,
Or would he disguise, or would he be like, like they knew it was
no,
a
they knew it was
celebrity?
him. They just couldn't say it in the movie for like rights purposes.
Well, now they know it's him, but when people were playing against him, did they think he was just
Yeah,
Player
they
X?
know they knew it was him.
Oh,
Let me look this up real quick to get a little more information.
yeah.
And Leonardo DiCaprio,
Is this
his
the movie
friendship
where-
with Tobey Maguire, he was involved with it. Macaulay Culkin, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, Alex
Wow, that's-
Rodriguez.
Wait, those are all like,
That sounds like a serious cast for a movie.
No, they're not in the
no,
movie. It's
that's
just
the
like
gamblers.
those are
Oh.
like real life gamblers.
Leonardo DiCaprio and Tobey Maguire have been friends since they were little.
They've been
Yeah.
in a couple movies together.
So it makes sense that those two would be, yeah, Great Gatsby, they were in together. But it makes
Yeah.
sense that those two would be like in this gambling thing together. For sure. And it's very, but Tobey Maguire was the main person. Nelly was supposed to be, one of the people was based off of Nelly, the Olsen twins.
What?
Yeah,
I kind of want to watch this now. I'm curious.
it's a good movie. You should check it out. Anyone who hasn't seen
Ooh.
Molly's Game?
Jake, have you ever seen Kingsman?
Oh yeah, it's a great movie.
Kingsman is
Great
amazing.
movie.
There's
Taron
only.
Egerton.
Have you guys seen Kingsman, like the newest one?
I have not yet.
Has it come on streaming yet?
Yeah, it's on
I've
HBO
already
Max.
seen
Is
it.
it
It's
a
on
prequel?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to lead to something else, but it's not. I didn't think it was very good. Like the two Kingsman movies we watched were
These were great.
those were good, but
I was
it was
obsessed with
it was
for a
based
while.
more in older times. So
Yeah, it
You
was like in
kinda-
the
Like
Queen's.
the origination of the Kingsman.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty much what it was.
Yeah, my dad watched it. He said it was good, but I have not checked it out yet. Anything else related to Marvel, Tobey Maguire, gambling, anything like that?
Oh, speaking of gambling or sports gambling, not sure you guys probably don't know a lot about
I
this,
heard
but
about this.
in
It's
January, I
legal in
believe
Ohio.
they're going to
Yeah.
be adding it to Ohio, which might put a hole in the wallet a little bit, but
Now you
Yeah.
won't have to drive to Kentucky whenever you come visit.
yeah, I want to drive all the way to West Virginia or wherever to make my bets. So
Yeah.
that'd be nice.
All right. Anything else on that?
I think
Probably
that's
not
it
right
on
now,
the
maybe later.
MCU.
All right. Well, then we're gonna take a short break again, and then when we come back, we're gonna check out the Obi-Wan Kenobi show episodes 3 and 4. Noah and I have seen that. I don't know if you've seen that, Maya. Have you?
Not yet, no.
All right. Well, feel free to
Yep.
stick around if you want. If not, we're gonna talk about it a little bit. So there's definitely gonna be a spoiler warning. So
Okay.
that's up to you. But we're gonna check that out
Are you
when
guys
we
gonna
come
talk
back.
about other stuff or just Obi-Wan?
We'll talk about other Star Wars stuff, but we're definitely gonna talk about Obi-Wan Kenobi.
I'll
yeah.
hang out.
You'll hang out?
Yeah.
All right. All right. Short break, and then when we come back, we'll talk about that. Okay. All right, we're back from that short break, and now we're gonna check out. We're gonna talk a little bit about Obi-Wan Kenobi, the show.
There will be
So-
some spoiler warnings for any viewers out there who have not seen. Just a heads up.
Yeah. So, want to start with episode 3?
Yes.
Okay. What are your initial thoughts on that? Ma, you haven't seen this, have you?
No, what's it about? Is it just like about Obi before?
Okay, we'll fill you in. Episode 3, the first two, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Princess Leia, young Princess Leia was kidnapped. Senator Organa went to Obi-Wan to get him to go off of Tatooine to go find her. Turns out the Inquisitors who are looking for Obi-Wan Kenobi kidnapped her. And so now the Inquisitors are trying to find Kenobi in the first 2 episodes.
Yeah. Now Kenobi's trying to track down Leia and bring her back.
Yeah. And in the
young little kid.
yeah.
As a
So were her and Luke together at this
Luke
time?
is no, he's with
no,
his
Luke
uncle.
is on Tatooine with Uncle Owen,
Okay.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah. So he's so I guess episode 3, that's where it leads us. So do you feel kind of caught up, Maya?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've only seen all of the Star Wars films once. That's not one that I've rewatched. Well, I've seen like the original Star Wars a couple times, but
okay, but
and I
you know
haven't watched the Clone Wars or anything.
you got the gist though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So episode 3 we get a Vader appearance.
Vader, a long-awaited Vader appearance.
Mm-hmm. And at the end of episode 2, we got a little glimpse of Obi-Wan, found out Anakin was still alive. We got a glimpse of Anakin in his chambers.
Is it hot Anakin?
If you mean like lava hot Anakin, then
Yeah,
yes.
he just got torched by the lava. He was pretty hot.
It is
But
Hayden
before that,
His
Christensen.
skin was very hot.
They show young Anakin like from the
There's a
before Darth
flashback.
Vader?
There's one flashback for like 4 seconds.
Yeah.
Is it
So
the same actor? Who
so
played-
what I think
Yeah.
is I don't think that he has been put in
No.
he's not been they've been overusing
I think
what's her
you don't-
face?
you don't get Hayden
Reva.
Christensen back to
Yeah,
put him in like
exactly.
for 4 seconds.
There's only gonna be what, 3 more episodes?
more episodes.
Two more, and we've
2
only
more
seen him
episodes.
for a clip.
In
So
episode 3, hold on. In episode 3, I thought it was good. We had waited for this fight. We got Vader, like very menacing, scary Vader. And he's saying to Obi-Wan, "You did this to me." He's kind of taunting Obi-Wan, and Obi-Wan's weak, barely using his lightsaber. He hasn't used the Force in 10 years, or his lightsaber. And they have a little encounter, little fight. But then in episode 4, I think you need to take that to the next level and kind of keep going up, right?
yeah, because it seems like we've seen because what is left with those 2 characters because obviously they meet later down the road, but
No, I was very disappointed with episode 4. I thought it was boring. They not
There
enough
was
Vader.
some. It just seems like they didn't put a lot of effort into it. Like it seems like even some editing things. There was a when Obi-Wan he swam underwater, and as he got into the base, and he was completely dry like right after you got in. Which,
Yeah. Next week we're looking to have maybe another cousin on. I know we've had some requests for people who want to be guests. So
let us know what you think of Maya.
Unfortunately, it won't be me. I know you guys want me to come back all the time, but
Let us know what you think of Maya, because she may fit in with us. You never
oh,
know.
they already told me they want me to come back, but it's fine.
yeah, we didn't say that, but we'll think
No,
about
not
that.
you, the fans. The fans already told me that.
That's
Oh,
interesting.
okay.
Because we haven't posted this yet, but yeah, let us know what you think of Maya. Leave it in the comments. Leave any suggestions that you guys have for next week's episode. Any segments you want us to cover, any games you want us to play. Yeah, any guest suggestions. So leave all
Yeah, and
that.
any other
Robert Downey
topics?
Jr., we could get him.
Oh, for sure.
That's the goal.
I'll
That's-
DM him for you.
Okay, thank you. All right, yeah. So any suggestions you guys have, leave it in the comments. If you haven't already, make sure you like the video, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and we'll see you all next week.
Yep.
Follow me on Instagram.
See you later, guys. That's pod.
That's a pod. Yep. See it.